Welcome to the world of neurodivergent interior design. I'm Katie, and this is ADHD Home TV. ADHD interior design is a new way of designing homes. It's not like an actual field, and more the product of all of my hyperfixations. When you're neurodivergent, your body goes through far more stress than you even know. That's because we've been taught to mask or face really anything that makes us who we are, which is why I've become devoted to making spaces stimulating and engaging, using research from college study, the principles of art, color theory, set design. Our bodies can't handle not being comfortable. And when I say comfort, I'm not talking about a futon. I'm talking about being able to function. You are not going to set your laundry on the floor. Actually, never set anything down below eyesight if it doesn't live there. The easiest way for us to become disorganized is for us to set items in places that we can't see. Our struggles with object permanence apply to more than just clothes storage, which is why we need to talk about shelving. What kind of shelving is best for our minds? Wire shelving is my choice because not only is your stuff more visible, but the metal will catch your eye. You can get shelving like this at IKEA. When it comes to online shopping, I would recommend a kitchen supply warehouse website with all the industrial shelving. And you've seen how they're used in kitchens, also used to hang stuff on. It's pretty cool.
ADHD life hack from a life coach that has ADHD. People with ADHD tend to struggle with object permanence. Object permanence is a concept that's typically discussed in child development, and it is the ability to know that something exists without seeing it. People tend to develop this ability as toddlers, but we people with ADHD kind of don't ever fully develop it. That leads to us kind of being really messy, but to us it's like organized chaos. We need to leave things out so that we know that they're there. If we put something away, we might completely forget about it. And I hear so many people with ADHD saying that they leave all of their projects out, with all their supplies out, and it creates such a mess because they don't want to get unmotivated and stop working on the project. So here's a tip. Instead of leaving everything out, use visual triggers to remind yourself. Instead of leaving out every supply for a project, leave out an integral part of it that will remind you. You can also leave out lists or pictures of what you have so you can put it away.
What happened to the usual pile of dirty dishes in your room? I just started using the might as well principle. What does that mean? Well, I'm gonna go down to the kitchen at some point, so before I go, I always tell myself, might as well take the dishes with me. You fold your laundry too? Yeah, I've started lying to myself to get my chores done. So like with the laundry, I told myself that I only had to fold one t-shirt, which was a simple enough task for my brain to handle. And then after that, my brain was like, all or nothing. And I ended up folding the rest of the laundry. Well, it certainly works. Oh, why are you cleaning the kitchen so fast? I want to see how much of the kitchen I can clean before the microwave beeps. 20 more seconds, move. Can't remember why I walked into your room. Wait, you have ADHD. This must happen way more often. Way more often. Try counting your steps as you walk into a new room. It'll help you remember why you're walking into the room, because it'll give you something little to focus on, but not big enough to distract you. Why do you keep putting your keys in the laundry room? I somehow lose my keys every morning, and the first place that I go looking for them is the laundry room. So now I just have a designated storage spot for my keys in the laundry room.
College move-ins are fast approaching. Let's make your dorm room ADHD friendly. We are going to talk about your desk space and what you can do to optimize it. Neurodivergents don't like normal desks, which is okay. But because our brains relate touch to activity so much, we just don't have the luxury of being able to work and sleep on our beds. But how are we supposed to work and be comfortable? The typical desk in your dorm room is pretty wide. A floor pillow or chair cushion that is the same size, Velcro command strips, and probably some fabric glue. Put the Velcro command strips on the corners of your desk. Use the fabric glue if you need, but simply set the pillow onto the Velcro. You have a removable space that you can work and be productive on. The desk is still there. So you can't focus on your workout. Let's change that. Hi, my name is Katie and welcome to my page where we optimize your ADHD. I could never seem to focus on my workouts as long as I needed to. Everything curated to help me have a great workout wasn't working. Until I realized the issue was I need to listen to a podcast. The second I started listening to something that was enthralling, I started to have great workouts. I listen to NPR every day while I work out, but I know that's not everyone's favorite.
This is the stupidest life hack that actually works for me. If you're almost asleep and you remember something really important you have to do when you wake up, I have to mail that package tomorrow.
No, it's morning!
I have to mail that package. Yep, okay.
My favorite items to cope with ADHD. One of my least favorite things is that I forget that I made tea or coffee, so having a desk mug warmer makes it so that even if I forget, I can still have a warm cup. These medicine bottle timers have been amazing. I have a really hard time remembering if I took my meds or not every day, so I'm able to use the timer to verify if I've actually opened up the bottle that day and prevent myself from double dosing or missing a dose.
This item is the biggest scam. My name is Katie, welcome to ADHD Home TV. We are going to talk about opaque storage systems and containers. The biggest scam artist definitely has to be containers that have to be closed that are also opaque. These containers play a lot on aesthetics, and your aesthetic will change as often as you do. Teal and white chevron is not a staple. My overall motto for storage is that timeless should display the trend. Next reason falls a bit more on the technical side. ADHD brain will not register that there is no object that should be put into an opaque container. We can't see that it's empty. We just check the container off the box and don't even think to put the items in it. Because yeah, we might see the mess, but personally, I only am able to clean. I know that something is out of place. All you need are some transparent containers. And you can get fun colored ones.
If you have 800 cups beside you right now, you need to try this ADHD friendly life hack. Grab a tray. I got this pink one from Dollarama. I put all my stuff on the tray every morning, bring it upstairs. Throughout the day, I just throw my dishes and garbage on here. And at the end of the day, as long as I remember, I bring that tray back downstairs.
If you have ADHD, I'm going to share something with you that might save you a lot of hurt later on down the line. If you have ADHD, you know that it can be really hard to remember stuff. And so sometimes when you really care about somebody, you will go out of your way to remember stuff about them. Things like their favorite movie or their favorite food or their favorite, flavor of ice cream. And for us, that's a big deal. Using that memory slot for us is pretty significant. But for people who don't remember stuff like we do, they don't necessarily think about it that way. So if somebody forgets your favorite movie, if somebody forgets your favorite flavor of ice cream, it's not a commentary on you as a person. It's not a commentary on your relationship. They just forgot, and that's okay. Rejection-sensitive dysphoria can be a hell of a thing.
ADHD Gifts, Part 1. Weighted blankets for kids and adults. Weighted blankets distribute pressure that can calm anxious and ADHD minds. It also minimizes body movement, allowing for longer REM cycles. I picked this particular blanket because it has a removable cover, which was a must for me because I spill. It's got individual pockets that keep the beads in place so they don't collect on one side, and it's made of cotton material so you don't get too sweaty at night. ADHD Gifts Part 2. Wireless charging pad. There are a bunch of different versions of this product, but this one just charges my smartwatch and my phone. If you're anything like me, by the end of the day, your phone is almost dead, but using a typical charging cord allows me to scroll and scroll instead of sleep. I didn't think this charging pad would make such a huge difference in my bedtime routine, but it did. It removes the temptation of scrolling when I should be sleeping. ADHDers are notoriously bad sleepers, so this makes a great gift idea. I'll link this version and others in my bio. ADHD Gifts Part 3. A sound machine. Sound machines can help drown out sound that is helpful when an ADHDer is trying to sleep, but it's also useful to provide background noise when trying to focus on a task like working or when you need to clear your mind for meditation or trying to relax. This model features a bunch of different sounds like beach waves and white noise. It also has a timer and a nightlight. There are a ton of different options at a ton of different price points. I'll link them in my bio. Follow for more. ADHD Gifts Part 4. In my opinion, one of the worst gifts you can give an ADHDer is a planner. We never use them past January 18th. Instead, give a dry erase board. ADHD brains prefer physically writing things down over using something like an app. Dry erase boards also allow for flexibility in your schedule. We all know how we expect a day to go, but when our focus shifts, it's easier to wipe away a task and replace it. Because our ADHD brains move so quickly and are full of ideas, we forget a lot. Having a dry erase board to jot down thoughts creates a visual reminder versus asking Siri to make a note that you'll never go back and look at. Check out my link in bio.
I like you. Have a cupcake. I like you. Have a cupcake. I like you. Have a cupcake.
Going to college when you have ADHD is a next level kind of brave. So let's make your dorm room ADHD accessible and hopefully set you up for success as well. Wall shelves are typically my gold standard for ADHD friendly storage. Suction cup wall shelves are the easiest way to get around scrambling during safety deposit week. And guys, I found some that are not only reasonably priced, but aren't sold by Amazon. Believe me, I know. Presenting M Design Home Decor. And guys, look, not only is this suction cupped, but it's transparent. Let's talk about why this is important to have. My biggest struggle in dorm rooms was keeping the important tasks prioritized because they'd all be sitting on my desk. Take as much as you can and put it on the wall. You will be more organized and maybe a little bit more on top of things. Here's some items that I recommend checking out if you want to make your dorm room ADHD friendly.
I recommend checking out M-Design for all of their great vertical storage solutions. I recommend this specific item to be hung on your door and have your ID. Another great online shop is the Container Store. This storage system meets all of your needs. It's stackable, open, and clear. The Container Store also has a lot of organizational solutions that assist with maximizing your vertical storage, such as this headphone hanger. Trust me, you will need it. Metal pant hangers that look like this are great because they take less time. Having hanging accessory organizers will save you. Remember, hanging clothes is easier than folding, so check out this hanger modifier. I seriously recommend getting a closet divider. It will help you more than you know. These containers are perfect for ADHD. The lids are attractive enough for us to want to take them on and off. You can put these on any of your closet doors. Keep your books in them. Check out athome.com because they're having a sale right now.
If you're super forgetful like me, then this will be a game changer for you. Just tell Siri to remind you of what you need, and then when you're near that store, it'll automatically pull up the reminder. I'll show you. Hey Siri, remind me when I get to Walmart that I need batteries.
Which location? Okay, added.
And now when you're near that store, it's gonna automatically send you that reminder.